Wages continue to fall. Let's have a look. Hello everyone, Florian Heise here and welcome to another episode of HeiseSays. The latest payroll and wage data has come out from the ABS, so I thought we'd have a look at it. And, well, total wages are continuing to fall. Now, let's jump and, just remember, think back to this chart here. The RBA's wage price index forecast from 2011 till 2017, and I assure you, their ability to predict the future has not improved since then. 2011, they thought it was going to be up to here, over 4% growth, and nope, it failed. It went back down. 2012, they were surely right. They were, not as optimistic. It was pretty much going to stay flat. Nope, it went down. 2013, no, they missed that one too. 2014, it was going to bounce. It was going to bounce off this 2.5% support line, I guess, Must be TA. Nope, they failed. 2015, nah, they failed. 2016, nah, they failed. 2017, it was going to bounce. Yeah, has your wages increased by 2.5% per year since in 2017, guys? Has it? Let us know in the comments, because here's the thing. It's not it's not true. I even put them on a mug that you can get from the HeiseSays YouTube channel. I'm just making sure I've got this poll ready for us when we have a look at it. Yeah. And these are the leaders that are making decisions that influence our entire economy. They can, decimate the value of our purchasing power in an instant. They can influence the cash rate, which is sitting at 0.1%, everyone. And they're not worried. They're not worried about, and I'll just bring this up, they're not worried about the cost of housing, the impact it's going to have on housing. RBA will not raise rates to slow the housing boom. There are various tools other than higher interest rates to address these concerns, and the concerns are housing affordability. They want monetary policy to have a focus on economy, jobs, and wages. Wages is something they are worried about, and, but the problem is their record at predicting wages is terrible. It's atrocious. Okay? This is the problem when you have these organizations coming and intervening in the market. It upsets the balance. And why would wages increase in Australia? Maybe they'll go up now because there's not enough demand for workers, or people will offshore. Now, the government has been coming to the rescue for some time, particularly last year. You've got the trading while insolvent provisions. Companies entering external administration are lower than they have been. 5,000 are expected over the year. 5,000 insolvencies. External administrations, most of them wind up. Think about it. If we just go back to where we were, everyone, it's not looking good. We just go back to the average, it's not going to look good. You've got JobKeeper. Nearly 9% of the workforce in Victoria were supported by JobKeeper at one stage. And there's some people that they seem to mistakenly consider it corporate welfare. JobKeeper isn't corporate welfare, guys. JobKeeper didn't cover all the other loadings, the superannuation, the sick leave, the accrued time, the holiday, none of that. It would be smarter and cheaper for some businesses from a cash flow perspective and for a debt incurment perspective to just terminate those people. JobKeeper was designed because, this is what I suspect, well, for two reasons. One, they wanted to maintain the relationship between employee and business. So it still existed, so you're technically still employed even when you're sitting on your ass doing nothing at home. So, you could instantly get that job back. And the other, and this is what I really think was the reason, our Centrelink officers couldn't just handle that huge influx of people rocking up. We saw all the queues there. It's terrible media, so that's why they implemented it. So, and, honestly, some businesses didn't need it. Guaranteed, some businesses didn't need it. I've heard of, sole operators that were getting it that didn't need it. You've got juicing the market. Well, housing in Australia is the way to go. That's the piñata they hit to influence the economy. RBA cash rate at 0.1%, as I said. 3% used to be what they considered an emergency level. You've got Home Builder, which is juicing up house approvals. First home builder grants at state and federal, nearly 88 grand when you add it all up. 5% home loan guarantees. And then, I was making fun of that. Then we went to 2%. You've got negative gearing, guys, which is just a mainstay now of Australian culture. And then the super withdrawals, which all just juiced it up. You've got housing supply is limited here in Australia. We've got a lot of land, but try and get a development. Try and get around the not in my backyard guys to develop anything. Try and get some low-density, cheaper housing built. What about all the rules and regulations? You've got to have this report. You've got to have this insulation. You've got to do this, and this. All these hoops you have to jump through for political purposes. You've got the mortgage holidays. Who saw those coming? Who saw the banks allowing such, just take a year off paying. Don't worry, we'll incur the interest. So, and wages. They continue to fall, everyone. We can see this here. Payroll jobs and total wages indexed to the week ending March 14th. They are down. So total wages are heading down, everyone. Payroll jobs are pretty much staying, slightly decreasing too, but total wages are heading down. We peaked, looks like, and we'll have to see where it goes. We're not at that. We're still above where we were at 2020, March 14th. We're still above that, but it's generally heading down. So let's have a look at this media release from the ABS. So payroll jobs remain above pre-pandemic levels. So the question is that increase in wages, is that a peak? And are we going to head back down? Or is it going to stabilize, or will it lift back up due to supply and demand? Payroll jobs fell by 0.5% in the fortnight to the 8th of May 2021, following a 0.2% rise in the previous fortnight, according to figures released by the ABS today, which was yesterday. Jorn Jarvis, head of labor statistics at the ABS, said, in early May, payroll jobs were 1.5% above pre-pandemic levels and 1.5% lower than the end of March 2021. The end of JobKeeper, seasonality in the labor market around Easter, and short-term restrictions in some states may influence payroll job levels in the weeks between the end of March and 8th of May 2021. Across the states and territories, payroll jobs also remained above pre-pandemic levels, ranging from 4.4% above in the NT to 0.7% above in Queensland. Changes in payroll jobs continue to vary by industry. Mr. Jarvis said, since the end of March 2020, there were increases in payroll jobs for 2 of the 5 largest employing industries, education, government, education and training, retail, trade, 0.9 and 0.5. There were also decreases across 3 other large employing industries, accommodation and food services, professional, science and technical services, healthcare and social services, down 3.8, down 2.8, and down 2%. We can see that here. I mean, look at this. You'd hate to be in the accommodation and food services sector, everyone. Industries ranked by descending. Yep. So let's have a look at the weekly payroll data here, because remember, JobKeeper has been pulled. It was having a big impact on the different sectors. And I asked the question, we'll look at that in the viewer poll, of if it impacted you. So payroll jobs decreased by 0.5, total wages paid decreased by 1.3%. So wages are going down and jobs are going down, but wages are going down faster than jobs. In the fortnight up to the week ending the 8th of May 2021, payroll jobs decreased by 0.5 compared to an increase of 0.2 in the previous fortnight. Wages paid decreased by 1.3 compared to a decrease of 0.2 in the previous fortnight. So we can see here, everyone. So total wages in the year since 9th of May 2020 are still up, but they're down for the last month and the last fortnight. And here you have the graph showing payroll jobs, total wages indexed to the 14th of March, and we can see they're heading down. And here's states and territories. Let's have a look at it change between April and May. New South Wales down, Victoria down. This is payroll jobs. Let's go to wages. That's more interesting. 1.3 down in New South Wales, 2% down in Victoria, 1.7% down in Queensland, 0.4% down in South Australia. WA is up 0.6. Iron ore boom. Tasmania is down 0.8. Northern Territory is flat. ACT with the civil service is up 0.2. And the overall, we're down 1.3. We can see the percentage change here in payroll jobs. And we can see by sex. So wages for men are down 1.8%. Women are down 0.5%. So men are getting paid less in total wages than women. And by age group. Okay, now this is the... let's look at the jobs by age group. So from last year to this year, 15 to 19-year-olds are still up 0.5. Their wages in the last fortnight are down 4%. 29 to 20 is down 0.5. So this, I'd say this is youth unemployment. What do you reckon? Or is it 15 to 19? You have some of the 20-year-olds as well. and their wages are down. Still up on the year. Everything's up on the year. 70-year-olds are doing the best. They're kicking goals than last year. They're up 10% in total wages. And employment... Why are 70-year-olds and above... They're almost doing the best. And then it was the 60 and 69-year-olds at 6.1% in total jobs and 7.6% in total wages. So literally it is the oldest Australians are doing it the best. There you go. There you go. What about my demo? Now that I'm in this old fart group here, 40 to 49, how are we doing? We're, so total payroll is up 0.9, but our wages are still down 0.5. Let's have a look at the industry, and we'll have a look at just payroll jobs, and we'll look at wages from, whoa, look at that, 14th of March to 2020 to 8th of May 2021. Total wages is down 18.5%. Is that the most? Wow, what's going on there in mining? You wouldn't think it, would you, with what's happening there? Accommodation and food services down 7.2. Transport down 6.1. Information, media and telecommunications down 3. Financial and insurance services are down 2. So this is it. When they're saying that even jobs numbers are going up, there's so many sectors. Public administration and safety. Oh, lucky we have that. Up 9.7%. Jobs up 11%. So wages and jobs are growing. So it shows you, where should you be working, guys? Where should you be chasing the work? And here we can see the percent of change in payroll jobs by industry. Accommodation down. Oh, you'd hate to be in these ones. You'd think IT and telecommunications, you think that'd be doing strong now with more and more people working from home. But nope, it's the public service. And here's employment. Percentage change in payroll jobs by employment size. So if you've got under 20 employees, you're still down. And again, it's the same thing. It's all big business. This is the middle class getting destroyed here, guys. Right here in the smaller ones, under 20. Their ability to employ is going down. So what I asked viewers, or the solution, the solution I'm putting to this is special economic regions, where we can look at intervening in the market or reducing the interventions in the market to change some of the rules to see how we can compete. So I asked viewers how JobKeeper impacted you. And 2 minutes into putting this post up yesterday, what am I doing with my highlighter here? It's just gone crazy. Oh, let's just erase. There we go. We'll erase that. We'll make it look nice and professional. I need to get my tablet working again so I can draw with this properly. Anyway, so we had 5% said yes, their hours were reduced. 0% said yes, they'd lost their job if it impacted them. 89% said no, I never received it. And 5% said no, hours, wages stayed the same. So if we have a look here, and now 11 hours in with 1,200 votes, everyone. And I'll just sort by newest first. So 7% of respondents said yes, their hours are reduced, or their wages or hours are reduced. 5% lost their job or they had to fire people. This is with the end of JobKeeper. 76% no impact, they never received it. And 11% said no, hours and wages stay the same. And some of the comments, Daniel Boys. Some people I know received JobKeeper for their 20 staff and ended up getting about 700K. They extended their hotel by 50 rooms with the money they didn't need and now make an extra $1 million or $2 million a year. There you go. I mean, here's the thing. When it first came out, anyone could apply for it and got it if you had a hit to it. So, I mean, what do you reckon? At least they're going to make some more money, and they'll probably have to pay it all back anyway in tax. Think of it, guys. Often, this is, in some ways, it's a tax refund. Bad luck meant we got new lease premises the month before the pandemic hit. New location meant much bigger overhead costs, but higher exposure site. So revenue stayed about the same, but costs went through the roof. Missed out on JobKeeper and struggled hard, going backwards a bit. So Farquin, sorry, mate. And in the last poll, you were telling us the story of how you struggled to find a place to live, and I'm paying nearly $1,000 for a place on the water. So I think he needs a beer. So Angus NZ, hey guys, Kiwi here, who can see the writing on the wall and looking at selling a farm up and semi-retiring to Australia. Rural will never be a city guy. Which areas has the least amount of government that is half decent to live in? Okay, I want to see the reply. Outback of Burke, or you could try Whoop Whoop. Yep, yeah, probably. Well, there you go, guys. Comment on this one. Let him know. Okay, it was a Liberal scam to give taxpayer money to corporations. Liberals need stuff like that because they can't manage society. And again, I'm saying it costs more to still keep them on the books, guys. That's the problem. It's no different to welfare, guys. Think of it at the deadweight loss. Centrelink couldn't handle it, I reckon. I'm not a fan of it, honestly, but I see why they did it. I'd rather they just reduced the intervention in the economy. So maybe they weren't locking everything down and destroying businesses. But, you know, no, that's not even discussed anymore. It's just accepted. Michelle's Garden, I wasn't on JobKeeper, but I had a chat with a couple of small business owners, and whilst they can't have full capacity diners in their places, they can't afford staff. They can't really put on the same level of service they want either. Government simply doesn't understand how commercial kitchens work, but then want their food quick, I bet. Oh, yeah, that's true. Yes, it made it impossible to hire any Australians for Owltown. They had to import Filipinos. What is JobKeeper and in Aussie? And we all explained it to him there. What's JobKeeper? I'm on Back Alley Keeper. What I find in the back alley laneways, I sell on Gumtree. Well, you know, I don't know if Charlie's joking or not, because there are people that sell free stuff on Gumtree. I don't know how much money you can make on it, but, you know, good luck to him. Daniel lost hours at my casual job because they couldn't claim JobKeeper for me, as I already had 2 other jobs, one full-time. Unfortunately, that casual job is my passion, so as usual, screwed by the government. Well, you know, that, mate, you had 2 other jobs, so you're not desperate in need of it, so you can be okay. It made me relatively wealthier because a lot of people are poorer. From Alan. Turbo Turtle, yeah, it made me sick, unlike the illness. My company was just milking it. I had normal pay, but heaps of overtime, so never really felt it. And I replied to him, it's not really for you, Crest Cutter. Yeah, we signed up, but the company didn't need it. My pay was the same. No, it's just to keep... It's to subsidize them to pay you. You're not going to get bonuses. You're not going to get more from it. It's capped at that. The people that got the best deal with JobKeeper were the ones that had to stay at home and got paid to do absolutely nothing. So there were people that did that. My sister-in-law did that. She couldn't work at the airport. They were getting JobKeeper, and so they gave it to her. That's how it works. That's the point of it. She still started accruing holiday time and all those other perks, which the business had to pay for. So that's it. That's the best outcome for people on JobKeeper. They got a holiday, a paid for holiday. And now she's working at her job and another job. So it's good. She used that time to reskill and to get 2 jobs now. So I'm encouraged. And Daniel Andrews, worshipper, common Heise, you know your audience. Well, you know, still, there are some people, I'm sure, that are affected. We've got quite a variety of viewers in the audience of the channel, by the way. Although majority Australian. Most of us are Aussie here, with a few Kiwis and a few Americans watching. And some Europeans too. Anyway, guys, those are solutions, and thank you for partaking in the viewer poll. As always, you can find them in the community tab of the channel, or they should appear on your phone, and I will generally, you know, use them in the next few days in a video. Thank you all for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. If you're a fan and enjoy the content I create here, there are a few ways you can support us. You can join the channel on YouTube or Patreon. You can sign up for SelfWealth or Stake. If you sign up for SelfWealth, we each get 5 free share trades, guys, for Australian shares. If you sign up for Stake and fund it, we each get 1 of 3 free shares. You can use Amazon, eBay, Independent Reserve, or AussieBroadband. We have the affiliate links below. Buy our merch from HeiseSays, or use Gold Pass from the Perth Mint. Take care, everyone. Have a great day. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye for now.